Today we're talking about those pesky little lip lines. That's coming up next. Welcome in, I'm Kimberly. This is Pretty Over 50, where we talk everything makeup, skincare, and style for the over 50 woman. Lately, I've gotten so many messages from you all about how to deal with lip lines. Does makeup help? What can we do? That's what we'll be diving into today. If you're new here, a very special welcome to you. I'm so glad you stopped by. I hope you'll consider subscribing while you're here and make sure you click that notification bell so you don't miss any of my upcoming videos. And if you're interested in more makeup, skincare, and style for the over 50 woman, stop by prettyover50.com. There's a lot more great information just waiting for you there. One of the delightful surprises, not so much, about getting a little bit older is lip lines. They can start showing up as early as our 30s. Today I'm going to be sharing what I'm doing to address my lip lines, complete with the products and the devices that I'm using to kind of keep them at bay. As always, all products that I mentioned today will be listed and linked below, so super easy for you to find. And with that, let's hop into it. Let's go ahead and take a look at some before and after pictures of my skincare journey. And I think you can see through the photos that I've been able to make some progress on the lines around my lips. For me, on my skin, the vertical lip lines have not been as big of an issue as my nasolabial folds and my marionette lines. But I kind of consider this whole thing a package. In other words, I really address my upper lip, my nasolabial folds, my marionette lines, and even some areas right here above my chin to really try to increase the collagen and elastin production in that area and soften those lines. On my face, the most significant creasing is in the marionette line area. And as you can see, I have very, very deep creases in that area. When I first started my skincare routine, it was even worse. The skin on either side of that deep crease was folded in. In other words, a lot of heaviness from my cheek was landing in that area and really creating quite a fold. So let's take a look at why that happens to skin over the years. Here's your skin right here. So this is skin when we're 20 years old. And as life goes on, our skin starts moving and creasing. Maybe we're using a straw, maybe we're sleeping on our side or on our faces. We talk more, we get a little bit heavier, and as you can see, that skin starts creasing. And as we continue to age, it creases more and more and more. What eventually happens is that we've got a very, very deep crease in our skin, something that doesn't bounce back with good moisturizing. It's an actual crease in our skin. And that's what I have here on either side of my mouth, very, very deep creases. Now, what can we do about that? From my experience in my skincare journey, what I focus on is collagen and elastin production in that area and good hydration. The collagen and elastin production is going to make that area look a little bit plumper and a little more smooth, and the hydration or moisturizing is going to plump it up and smooth it out even further. The special treatments and special attention that I give to that area really focuses on repairing the damage in that creasing and lining area. Does makeup help? In my experience, not really. It actually on my face can make it look worse. If my makeup is going to crease up, it's going to crease up right here. So I have to make very sure that my foundation is a very light application in this area and that I really blend it in and tap it out when I'm done putting on my foundation, because my foundation can really run into this area and make the lines look even deeper and more significant. The number one product that I'm using on my skin to help soften the lines and wrinkles around my mouth is tretinoin, which of course is vitamin A or our retinoids. The reason that vitamin A or retinoids are so important to deep lines and creases is that it is just about the only thing that we can put on our skin that actually teaches our skin to act differently. That's why dermatologists will always say If you're going to do one thing with your skincare, make sure it's a retinoid vitamin A product. Now, there are a ton of retinoids, retinols, retinaldehydes, and tretinoin formulas out on the market. There's just a lot, and the reason is because they work. One of the important things that you need to look at when you're choosing a vitamin A or retinoid product for yourself is how sensitive is your skin, because tretinoin or the name brand Retin-A can be very, very irritating. You might need to pick a retinol or a retinaldehyde in order to match the sensitivity of your skin. I get my tretinoin from Curology. I love Curology. I've been using it from the beginning of my skincare routine. They send it to my house. I talk to a dermatologist online maybe twice a year. It's super affordable. I really love it. If your skin isn't sensitive, you might look into a tretinoin product, because tretinoin is the granddaddy of vitamin A products. In other words, it is the strongest and is going to produce the most dramatic results over time. I really credit tretinoin with doing a lot to soften the wrinkles on my face and to help the lines and creases look a little less steep. Another retinoid product that I can really recommend is from MyoLift. It is their Moonlight Retinol Super Serum. This is actually a retinaldehyde, which is one of the strongest formulations of a retinoid. If you have sensitive skin, this might be a good place to start to see if you can tolerate it. In addition, if you want to address your neck, and I know we're not talking about necks today, but if you want to address your neck with a vitamin A formulation and tretinoin is too strong for you, you might give this a whirl. I think it could be a good fit. Now keep in mind, this product from MyoLift sells out all the time. It might be sold out now, but keep an eye on it. If you can find it, I think it's really, really worth the investment. As far as skincare goes for the mouth wrinkles, I definitely think that a vitamin A product or retinoid is absolutely your best bet. The next thing that I do is I dermaroll around my mouth and down on either sides of my mouth once a week with a 0.25 or 0.30 dermaroller. Why do I do this? Because the very action of dermarolling that skin, these are tiny little needles on this roller, actually degrades the collagen in that area, which signals my body to produce more collagen and elastin. When it does that, when it brings in that fresh collagen and elastin, it serves to make that area look plumper, fuller, and smoother. Why do I do this just once a week? Because I want my body to spend the rest of the week repairing that area. So doing it once a week is pretty much as I want to do it, and even doing it just twice a month would be very helpful as well. I simply wash my face, clean the area with alcohol, soak this in alcohol before I use it, and then I gently rub it all over the areas around my mouth and down either side into my marionette lines. It doesn't hurt. It does feel a little bit pokey, but not really anything uncomfortable. The next thing I do when I'm done with that dermarolling is I go sit in front of my red light unit. Why? That red light works as a wound healer. So those little punctures around my mouth are going to close up in a matter of minutes, and that red light is going to accelerate it. In addition, using the red light is going to help repair that skin in that area, thus softening the wrinkles and making them look a little less steep. Dermarolling once a week, definitely a big part of my skincare routine. The next way that I treat my lines, particularly my nasolabial folds and my marionette lines, is with my NIRA. This is an FDA cleared at-home laser device, and I love it. It has been so helpful and so useful, really has made an impact in the improvement, particularly in my marionette lines. I use this every morning while my coffee is brewing, and I simply hit the areas next to my nose, right here in the nasolabial folds. Then I bring it down to the lower part of my mouth and hit those actual lines on either side of my mouth. The reason I want to hit those particular lines is I really want collagen induction in those areas, because those lines need more collagen and elastin to pop up and look less steep. So I follow each line and send a pulse all up and down that line to really hit that area effectively. This is a wonderful little device. It's easy to use. It feels good in the hand. It takes me literally, I don't even think it takes 2 minutes to do the areas around my mouth every single morning. So definitely this little at-home laser has been a big part in the softening of my nasolabial folds and my marionette line. The last device that I use that addresses those areas around my mouth is my microneedling device. This is a Dr. Penn M8. I just started using this about 3 months ago. I think I've done it 3 months now. I only use this once a month, and I use it on my entire face. Everything from my forehead all the way down to my chin, down my neck, and onto my décolleté. Why do I use this? Because it is very, very, very effective at inducing collagen and elastin production. This little guy is quite the little unit. You plug it in, it has a cartridge that goes on top here with lots of little needles in it, and it moves very, very quickly to create those tiny little punctures in your skin that degrade the existing collagen, thus signaling your body to create more collagen and elastin. I have had so many of you message me and say that you've been using a microneedling device and you can't believe the results even after a couple of months. I think that that's pretty surprising because generally seeing results from collagen induction therapy, which this is, it induces collagen, it takes several months. So it's really cool that so many of you are seeing such good results so quickly. I hope it happens for me as well. Again, I microneedle only once a month at the first of the month, and I do different depths based on what area of my face I'm working on. It takes me probably about 20 minutes to do my whole face once a month, and I really do like the process because I know it's going to be so impactful on smoothing out and plumping up those deep creases around my mouth. The last thing that we can look at to really soften those lines around our mouths, whether they're lip lines, nasolabial folds, or marionette lines, is hydration. Remember, with mature skin, we lose moisture a lot more quickly than younger people. It's from a process called TOOL, transepidermal water loss, which means that our skin simply doesn't hold on to water or moisture like it used to. That's why good hydration is so important. I make sure that I not only use a great moisturizer, but I try to add a hyaluronic acid formula into my skincare routine, particularly in the morning before I put on my moisturizer. That hyaluronic acid is actually going to pull moisture from the air and make my skin look plumper, fuller, and fresher. It's very important to seal in hyaluronic acid with a moisturizer because you want to make sure that that hyaluronic acid has something to pull the moisture from. Then that good moisturizing formula is going to provide that. Those are the things that I'm doing to address the lines and wrinkles around my mouth. If you have other ideas of what you're doing and what's working for you, make sure you put it in the comments down below. We'd love to learn from you. I hope you found this fun, useful, and helpful. If you did, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. If you're new here, make sure you smash that subscribe button and hit the notification bell so you don't miss any of my upcoming videos. And if you're interested in more makeup, skincare, and style for the over 50 and over 60 woman, stop by prettyover50.com. There's a lot more great information just waiting for you there. You guys know it just makes my day when you take a few minutes out of your day to spend it with me. I appreciate that, and I appreciate you. Again, I'm Kimberly. This is Pretty Over 50, where we talk everything makeup, skincare, and style for the over 50 woman. Make it a great day. Wear your sunscreen and all. See you in the next video. Bye now.